Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 42 of the Vaultures, which originally streamed live on Twitch. Alright, meat is starting to get a little bit more space. Shaken is getting the fine meals going, so I'm going to start to go back to paste and fine, except for noob. Or no, actually just Guero and Violet, who we may not be keeping. So Guero, yeah, it's just recreation. All right, here we go. Guero should be soon helping to like build the walls back here. I don't think this is even a. I don't know what's triggering the combat song. I don't see anything. Alright, Guero, it's time to work. Work poorly. Oh man, work real poorly. Alright, so down here we've got doors, doors, doors. Armor, broadcast, pipeline. Oh, I meant to hack the cryptosleep casket. Violet has been psychotically wandering for like many days now, which is kind of ridiculous. Really unfortunate. Just the way it is. She's NPM only? Yeah, I don't care. We're probably not keeping her. And if we do, I'll set her up properly. Basically, I make no attempt to micromanage things that don't need micromanaging. AKA her. Because she's not really a member yet. We have a new full. Yeah, let's raffle off this full. I think I'm actually just going to keep the horses, because horses move faster than donkeys or camels. So let me not turn on the raffle yet. Got to reset eligibility. There we go. All right, so there's the raffle timer for the full. All right, Violet, that's not your helmet. The slag is almost all removed. Yeah, the base is looking cleaner, minus the crafting and gene modding. Pretty good. And then this same raffle timer is going to be for Violet or whoever's in here, depending. Hydrate. Cheers. All right, who we got? Ghost, who can psychically shock people but is blind. Layla, Ghost, Neskalos, passionate in combat, social. Doesn't do any skilled labor, though. Or Violet, who's Pyromaniac Night Owl, who can glory kill, which means that you can kill one person per day at point-blank melee. Who to keep? So we have Violet, Ghost, or neither. We're not necessarily obligated to keep anyone, so if we go the neither route, I can use Ghost and Violet to help load up the slingshot, and then send them to somewhere random. So at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm just uninstalling all the things that we can eventually load up into the pod. I do need to get access to this room up here, though. So we're going to put our gene modding program back together piece by piece. Ooh, reinforced barrels, okay. There's more meals, beer, plasteel. Not bad. And the bed. We've seen this layout before. We've seen all the layouts, I think, at this point. And now we have information about another vault. So at this point, we just need to put together... Oh, tool cabinet. That's a lot of steel. We need to just build the rest of these cables so we gain access to this room, which I believe, if memory serves, has hydroponic basins. And then we'll be all set. All set. Macho, you're on your feet. So Macho, being recently resurrected 3 days ago, still might suffer from side effects. So we just have to keep an eye on Macho. But I'll give you a chain shotgun. And there's an Inferno launcher, so shaken. Let's get you to burn up some of those corpses, because this is one heck of a pile. There, even summon lightning. There. Done. How is that not plugged in still? Oh, darn. And she never constructs. Okay. Ooh, you lost some fingers. At some point, I'm going to take their legs. I do have a lot of stone, though. So, you know what I could do is, build them something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, looks like we're keeping neither. Got it. So I'll just use them to help haul. That means I'm going to want to put a stockpile here, right outside of the sling. And you can get to work. And she's in a daze, which surprises no one. Still don't have access to it. We'll get there. So I'm only building their beds so that they beat each other up less. It's not that I like particularly care about them, it's that I just don't want to have to keep cleaning up blood. So it's not kindness, it's laziness. Alright, there we go. Now we have access to it. Okay, so everything that we're going to want can be uninstalled and sent back home. And then the last ones will be these super nanites so they don't decay. I don't really care too much about the chem fuel storage tanks, because I don't have chem gens yet. But I don't know, I guess we're standing around, might as well. And that there is the raffle timer, so this is just for the full. And it's going to go to Big C Panda. Alright, you went from character to horse. I don't know, one day you might get rezzed. One day, someday. Are these guys bleeding out? No, they're fine. Cool. The other thing I have to keep an eye on is their blood rot progression. I think because they're mostly in a sterile room, their blood rot's not going to climb badly. But it's something to keep an eye on. Because if their blood rot climbs and they die, I don't get my Luciferium, which would be a bit of a problem. Panda reincarnated as a horse. Yeah, that's accurate. Alright, so let's set to load now. I'm going to load... Oh, you know what? We really haven't uninstalled everything yet. I guess what I could do is... This will be really ugly, but this... So what are we taking? We're trying to take as much as we can to replace all of the broken stuff, all the gene modding. Some weapons, some armor, that doesn't hurt. Chem fuel. I'll leave some meals behind for now, but eventually would take them. Plasteel steel. Yeah. Okay. And then the last will be the nanite containment. Because we lost everything. Alright, Violet's still starving, but we're not keeping her. Although I don't really want her to starve because I need her to haul. So I'll give her a little bit of food. Just so she can help haul to the pod. And then the next vault is west. Got it. So, current priorities here. What is the current priority? Recruiting, questing, or obtaining gene modding facilities. Or viewer suggestions. Maybe you have a different idea. We're almost done hauling all the stuff from outside. Most of the mining tasks are done. I'm going to fully sterilize this room. We'll try to build back more beautiful. Is what I'm aiming for. Oh, we should probably not be storing our meals there. Because then we're turning, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why do I, oh, because these are different stacks. That's odd. The fine meal zone doesn't allow fine meals for some reason. There we go. That should help. Now the fine meals allow for fine meals. So we're going to make when we have 36. Or let's say 35. That way it will stack nicely. What are you making here? Is this for kibble? Yeah. I'm actually gonna say forget kibble. The insect meat we can turn into chem fuel, and we don't really have a lot of it anyway. But just rice for them is fine. Alright, pull the timer on that. Stepping over the barbed wire 1,000 times in a row probably slows us down a little. Just a little. All right. It's looking good. Looking much, much better. I'm going to clean up some of the ash from the bajillion corpses. And I'll actually start to be able to fulfill the age reversal soon, as we're getting the materials to replace the things that broke. What is the green spot above the trader spot? It is the slingshot drop-off spot. Alright, Macho, what's going on? You're flirting with everybody and you're getting rebuffed by everybody. Yeah, I forgot about that. Wait, how do you even have a tongue? Oh, he resurrected and got his tongue back. That tongue's coming off, buddy. You're too sleazy. You're too sleazy. Aggro, you do the surgery. He's called Macho Smallface because he lacks a tongue. So my batteries are about to brand out. Something that I could do is to down one of these gazelles and then stick them into the bio battery. Or if I wanted to, you know what? I could have Larry in the battery as well, but I won't do that. You guys like Larry too much. All right, it's pretty clear that obtaining gene modding stuff is the top priority, so let's set that up. Quest for gene modding facilities. It's going to be pretty much the only thing we do for a while, because we lost so much of it. Vera can go into the bio battery? That's true. Let's interrogate, knock her out, and then throw her in to the battery. How we doing over here? Still have a little bit of stuff left to load. But we're close to being done. Are we the bad guys? No. Definitely not bad. Not good, but not bad. Alright, Thomas, let's have you just jump for an age reversal. And we're loading up. I don't know what we're loading up into here, but I'm going to do meat. In fact, I'm going to do insect meat. Because there's no penalty for using insect meat in these. Where is insect meat? I don't think I even have... Oh, I have a little bit of insect meat left. Alright, keep loading. So these prisoners here are here for... I'm just going to ignore the destitute refugees. That's too many mouths to feed. But these guys are here for 5 more days. We've been managing to feed them so far. Alright, Macho's lacking that tongue now, so he's not going to be flirting with everybody so aggressively. Which is good, because it's starting to get gross. Stash of valuables for a low shield pack found, and Vera should be unconscious. Oh no, Vera's not unconscious. We'll just keep interrogating her until she is. Oh, and the Klein Corsairs just showed up here to fight, which is cute. Very cute. I like how this guy's name is Dead. Like he just knows. What power do you have? Psychic shock? Sure. Sorry, Jerry. I'm gonna try to get what's her name to glory kill. Glory kill is kind of hard to use because you have to be right next to them, but blap! They explode. Guerrero cannot doctor, but I'm not going to have him bed rest. I want to get out of here. I don't want to just lay here. Keep loading. Okay, they're dead. No problem. Just keep loading. Alright, we're done? No. The marine helmet is worn. The beer has been... Okay, so launch supplies. Launch to other vault. Must be settled and have a slingshot. And then you'll see... Here's the sling supplies, and it is going to land here where the drop-off spot is. The next thing I want to do is to have Guerrero and the remaining super nanite containers get launched. So Guerrero plus containment. And then Violet and Ghost are going to go to, anywhere. And then here you could see the incoming supplies dropped. And I'll have to start to figure out how to lay out my gene modding again. All right, set to load, you two, and we'll be out of here. So here's Guerrero. So as far as containment goes, we were containing them up here. There we go. And then we'll just have to lay everything out however we want it again. Big old mess is what this is. So here's the gene tailor pod. And I'm probably not going to put anyone through a gene cycle until we've got all of the requisite components to it, or at least enough to not fail. And you launch to a random vault. And there it goes. Pretty smooth, right? I think it's pretty smooth. So now our power grade is back in power positive because we have some chem fuel there. Let's get those nanites hauled. They're a little time sensitive. I'm basically just going to throw all the gene modding stuff into one big pile until I have enough of it to start to plan out how it's laid out. Surrounding the facility with walls does not matter. Unless we super freeze it, which was voted against, it wouldn't matter at all, because surrounding it with walls means it's still viable to be insect attacked. So it would just be a loss of square footage in the base for no defensive benefit whatsoever. So we're getting some turrets in. And then pretty soon here, I'm going to turn around and head to the next vault. I might send a few people so that we can breach axe our way in a bit faster. There's a cable break. Oh yeah, there is. There's redundancy, so it wouldn't matter, but yeah. Let's fix that. If you freeze some section of the base, it doesn't really matter. Either it all has to be frozen or no frozen. Anything in between isn't beneficial at all. So it's an all or nothing sort of deal. Because if you freeze some of the base, what ends up happening during infestations is if there's a valid spot anywhere in your base for an infestation, that will be the central point, and then infestations will spawn all around it, whether it's viable or not. So if you have an infestation of, let's say, 50 hives, and you have literally one square that is allowed to have an infestation, all the other hives are just going to spawn around that initial square, even if it is frozen. Even if it is, you know, well illuminated, it doesn't matter. So unless you actually bug-proof your base, anything short of actual full bug-proofing has no effect. No effect whatsoever. Unless you're doing a bait box, which we don't have and is against the rules. So, so yeah, to that end, it's pointless. Utterly pointless. If I was to fully bug-proof the base, what I would do is I would move the hydroponic basins that I have here, sort of losing probably... I'd probably lose... I'd probably put 2 hydroponic basins here, just for a little bit of rice, and then keep the rest of the pod launchers in the remaining area, and then seal this up entirely so that there's no overhead mountain, and then freeze everything else. I can poll again for it. I guess I will. We already voted. So the advantages of bug-proofing the base is we'll never have another infestation attack like we did. The negative is that we don't grow our food inside the base anymore. We would be reliant upon hunting for meat. So we would have to go out to adjacent map tiles, and probably ones that aren't desert, because desert tiles have horrible fauna. It just doesn't have a lot of animals to support a large population. And that also would mean that we'd have to probably heavily invest in nuclear stomachs so that we didn't consume a lot of food, drawing back our calorie requirements. I'm fine either way. Just let you know what the requirements are. Well, it looks like the kill box is nearly back to normal. Has almost all the turrets that it had before. We're just missing a few mini turrets. I like how the wood was still forbidden. Just looking at what we are allowed to build at this point. I could just start filling in the research tree. Wouldn't hurt. Oh, Guero doesn't have a bed. Yeah, Right, because of the resurrection. Right. Guero, you're gonna sleep for here for now. I know it sucks. We'll get something better. I might even take a hack at redesigning these bedrooms, because I don't particularly like it. Time to hit a new vault again? Yes. Yes, indeed. I'll probably be sending you once you're... You and Noob. And maybe... I'm not really sure who our third should be. Maybe Icarus, because he can phase through walls. And he's a good hacker. Or maybe, yeah, that could work. So Icarus... I'm gonna have you grab a monosword. Take you off the hunting queue. Oh, right, Macho died, so let's fix this. We'll hit up a new vault. One, two. 3. 10 meals. Spare meds. Launch. So Guero, Noob, and Icarus gonna hit up a new vault. Vera's ready for the pod? Sure. Take 2 bio battery. My battery or power supplies is ruined. All right, off they go. Oh, good posture check. All right, we're not bug-proof in the base. Hey. Was voted on twice, has failed twice. So now when anyone asks, hey, what about? I'll just go, nope, voted no. So Vikinger, who's also a phase, he blindly phases through walls. That is not sketchy at all. The thing is, if he can go through walls, I don't need anyone else here. Well, whatever. Because he would be able to... Well, I still need to hack the doors, I guess. Oh, Macho. You are in just the world's best mood, aren't you? Alright, having Icarus poke about a bit. Because he can get started on the hacking. And also discover meals. Ooh, a lot of battery banks. Also, this one has really good gene modding stuff. Like a whole bunch of gene modding stuff, which will be helpful to jumpstart. Alright, I don't actually have a clear path. Wow. You have jelly on you. Okay. Alright, as they bust the way through, looks like Zayla and Noob possibly finished mining that area. I'll get plenty of steel as a result. What do you believe in now? Collective, wow, 0.68. I don't think you really believe in much anymore, do you? I suppose one thing I could start working on is components. So plasteel goes here. And then regular components goes here. And I did get rid of all my blocks. Yeah, I'll launch it. But I kept a little bit of marble, because marble's prettier. So I'll stick a marble shelf here. Kind of ruined whatever textile stockpile I had there, but who cares? I'm going to have a matter phase. And now he's stuck. I'll break him out eventually. Or he'll phase himself out. Macho has a crisis of belief. I think he'd be alright. Yeah, he's fine. It's because we stole his tongue, because he's a lustful idiot that keeps flirting with everybody. Counsel him? I guess Kellyan could, hypothetically, when he wasn't, you know, mentally broken about his tongue. But he kind of deserves to be in a bad mood. He pisses everyone else off tremendously. I'm trying not to baby the pawns here. Alright, so you guys are here for 3.5 more days. That's not bad. Thomas is out in 2. We're getting through these doors. Obviously not as fast as Glitch, but, you know, something. Oh, I think I don't have any wardens left. I'm going to put aggro on it. And then I need, so this was going to be for steel. And then I want one more for components, or advanced components. Stick that bench up there. Oh, the malnourished brawler. Getting through a considerable amount of our prisoner population. Good for you. There she goes. A little bit of a meal break. Actually, maybe even a rest break. I think the bedrooms are in there, though. So who could construct? Noob? Oh, man, you're really bad at it, though. And I don't have access to the steel. So let's break down a table so we get the steel. Well, you guys continue breaking this wall. And I think... Yeah, the bedrooms must be in there. So I don't see another valid spot for him. Move a battery? Yeah. Oh, I could move a battery. I didn't notice that I had access to batteries. Yeah, that would be easier. Obviously. There we go. Open. Beds. Vikinger. You're just gonna have a rough time for a bit. Yeah, I could just let him sleep on the ground or something. So what are we gonna want to take for this? Ancient cooler. Probably want to hack that. We need to get through a lot of these doors, though. There's a lot of door blockers. So we will start a stockpile in here. Make it faster. Nice. Nice. Thanks for the supplies. It's from the insects I sent, which had 0 value, so it sent me 0. It was just hilarious. 45 slice caps. Yeah, I'm not going to consider that. I don't even have the facilities to make slice caps at the moment, so. So here's aggro working on advanced components and components again. Another hydrate. Cheers. I could phase them out. Yeah. I could. If I cared about him. I guess I will. So Icarus. I want you to continue bashing these doors down. Or maybe eat. So Macho snapped out of it. I'll have Kellyanne try to counsel. 68%. Hey, it worked. That's going to be a big boon to Macho. Awesome. Yeah, at least it landed where it's supposed to. You are absolutely correct. I'm happy about that. That has been an ongoing pain. Does Ancient Doors have less HP than wall segments? Yes. The doors have 2k, the walls have 12, but the doors can be attacked by, like, multiple people more easily. I guess I could go through the walls. Let's see. This door, I think, is damaged enough that it's worth going through first. But yeah, I could start to go through walls instead. And a caravan's coming in 2.9 days. Got it. How many days left on the prisoners? About 2.5 or 3. Not too bad. They'll be out of here in no time. Look at him go. Yeehaw! Break it. So for everybody home, paste and find. Oh, you're probably feeding prisoners. Yeah, that's fine. So I did butcher the donkeys. Now that we have the slingshot transportation, we don't really need donkeys. We're also not going to need the camel either. Alright, so now we have access to the sling. And let's gain access over here. Or actually, let's gain access to the casket. So that we can vote on whether we're keeping Vikinger or whoever's in this casket. I'm gonna peel some of these off so they can go eat and relax. I still have everybody, or just about everybody, scheduled for like full-time recreation until we really recover. Yeah, I did get trolled by wall placement before, jumping in blindly. Obviously, with matter phasing, it's not going to be blind anymore. So, that's not an issue. But I've definitely broken through walls in the past and then gotten into more walls, and it's like, no! Why? Which is why I tend to go for doors. We did get a workshop, which is awesome. And this gets broken down. These will get installed. I don't think I'm going to need all of those injector pumps, but I'll count on how many I need. I have 7, so I need 3 more. Yeah, I don't need one of them, but I can bring it home and break it down for advanced components. I do have a need of advanced components, I suppose. Yes. And then the 2 bio battery banks. No chem in this one. But maybe the bio batteries will keep us running. Alright, you horsies have nothing to eat. I guess I can't afford the power for these 3, so I'll turn them back on and get our rice ramped back up. Especially now that we're nutrient pasting with meat. So, insect jelly. I'm going to toss it all in here, rather than to use it as recreation. And Icarus is going to go figure out if we're keeping Vikinger, or whoever this is. I'll have you polled on that in just a moment. Zayla's starting fights again, despite the fact that she's deaf. Alright, I don't think you can move. Psychological paralysis and fireball. Steadfast, optimist, greedy. Good with plants, social construction. Vikinger. Very high melee, sickly night owl. Melee shooting. He can phase through walls, but he's blind. Who are we keeping? You vote. Give you 2.5 minutes on that. And now we just break down the few remaining barriers to gain access to the rest of the facility. Bye-bye, Jelly. Launch to random. I wish there was like a launch noise. The fact that it's quiet kind of bothers me. Alright, I also have a lot of random weapons that I don't really care for. Yeah. No, I'll keep the plain leather. You never know. Check the health tab of Grands? Sure. Hey, Magic Hippie, thanks for gifting out subs. Alright, whole lot of junk getting sent out. Cheers. So, health tab of Grands. He's got armor skin and that's it. So I won't be exploiting the breaking things down for advanced components, other than maybe like 1 injector pump. I just don't like it. I don't want to do it. So I know that you had asked about that, or chat had asked about that. So the answer is no. Thank you for tuning in to the Vaultures, which originally streamed live on Twitch, April 3rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers for upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com and the description of this video also have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.